Oh, hello there. If you want to go and create your own book blog, you can do the right place. In this tutorial, I will walk you step by step from completely blank Google page to end result looking something like this. If you follow all of my steps, you will go and end up with fully functional, professional book blog even as a complete beginner without any prior blog building experience. And don't worry, you don't even need to know how to code. I will show you how you can go and build your blog in a visual way without sacrificing any functionality. So now you have no excuses besides your own laziness, because it has been never easier to go and start your own book blog. Now, believe it or not, whenever you want to go and create your website, you need only three things. That's going to be your domain, your web hosting, and your WordPress. Now let me actually go and explain it to you one by one, because it is actually super simple. Let's start with the domain name. Domain name is very simple. It's basically the name of your website. This acts like your address, okay? Every single domain is referring to some specific address, which is in numbers, because computers, they really like numbers. But we humans, we like words way more. You cannot go and remember all of this. That's why we have those addresses. You simply need to go and create the name of your website. And there's also one other thing, you cannot go and use already existing stuff. Okay, so you cannot have youtube.com and you have to go and come up with something of your own. Now the second must-have thing is gonna be your web hosting. This is basically a specialized computer that is storing all of the data of your website on one single place and makes it accessible 24/7 to everyone around the world. So if you wanna go and have a website online, you basically need to store it on some web hosting server. Now don't worry, you don't need to go and get anything physical, okay? You can do everything online. And the third and most important thing is going to be your WordPress. This is going to be your content management system, when you can go and create your website and publish all of your blog posts. Now, you may have heard about a lot of options like Wix, Squarespace, or even Shopify, but when it comes to creating blog, by far the best option for you is WordPress. And the best thing is, it's completely for free. And you can actually see it on this graph that WordPress is by far the best option when you're gonna go and create your website. Now this can sound a little difficult to go and get all of this stuff, right? Well, don't worry. I know perfect place for you where you can go and get everything on one single place with perfect quality. If you are looking for something that will just work, okay, you don't need to worry about it, you don't need to do anything with it, it will just work. I would definitely go and suggest you to go with something I'm personally using, and it's called SiteGround. So if you want to go and create your account with SiteGround, you simply need to go to your Google and type lucanos.com/SiteGround, or simply click the link in the description. And it should take you inside here. And as you can see, we have three main options we can go and choose from. Now, even though SiteGround is trying to recommend us to go with Grow Big Plan, I would highly suggest you, if you are a complete beginner, go with Startup Plan, okay? It's much cheaper, you will save all of the money, and it can actually go and support around 10,000 visitors a month. And if you're gonna go and outgrow this and you're gonna have more traffic to your book blog, you can simply go and upgrade to Grow Big Plan. So you don't need to go and waste money from the day one if you simply don't need it. So whenever you want to go and get it, you're gonna simply need to come inside, click on Get Plan, and in this section we are gonna be choosing our domain name. So once again, it's gonna be the name of your website inside here. Now, one thing that can happen, I'm gonna write something that's already taken, like YouTube, and if I'm gonna hit proceed, you can see we're gonna see this message: the domain you have chosen is not available. So that only means that we have to go and come up with something different, something that's not being used currently. Now, if you find something that's currently available, you're gonna go and get into step number 3, and here you simply need to go and fill up all of the information. Now, the one thing you wanna go and keep in mind is this: a data center location. Now, you want to go and make sure that your data center location is as close as possible to your target audience. So what does it mean? Even though currently I'm in Europe, I'm writing for US audience. So I want to make sure that those data center locations are somewhere in Iowa, Virginia, Texas, or California. Why? Well, Because the closer your data center location is to your target audience, the faster your loading speed will be, which is definitely a good thing to have. And also, I would highly suggest you to go and also get this one. It's called domain privacy. And what it actually go and show is this, all this information inside here are gonna be hidden. Because if you don't choose it, as you can see it on this example, every information inside there has to be publicly available. So everybody will go and be able to go and find out your real name, your real phone number, where you live, and all of this stuff. Now, if you go with this domain privacy, other known also as who is privacy, SiteGround will go and hide your information under their company's information, so that your information cannot be found and you will not get any spam calls or weird emails or stuff like that. But if you want to go and save you money, you don't need to go and get this. It will not affect negatively the performance of your website. It is just something you want to go and have peace in mind that nobody can go and find your real information online. Now you can also go inside here, read terms of services and privacy policy, and if you agree, you can go and click this inside here and click on pay now. Now, because I already have my SiteGround account, I will go and show it to you how it looks inside. So if you log into your SiteGround account, you want to go under websites and click on new website, and it will show you those three options. Now, because you already chose your domain, you want to go for existing domain and choose the only one you're going to be able to see there. But because I already used my domain, I'm going to go for temporary domain, and it will take you inside this setup site. Now, inside here, you want to go and click on skip and create empty site. Here you can go and skip this step. You just kind of upsell, we don't need that. And we're going to go and need to wait 2 minutes for SiteGround to go and set up everything. Now, after that, we want to go and click on Site Tools. And before creating our website, we actually want to go and make sure that it's going to be secure. So we want to go under Security and go to SSL Manager. And inside here, click on Let's Encrypt and click on Get. It's completely for free and it's super easy. Then we simply need to go and click on those 3 dots and click on Enforce HTTPS and click on this button. And you can see it is success. HTTP is being enforced. So our website is going to be secure, which is something that Google really likes. Now let's actually go and create our WordPress account. So we want to go and click on this WordPress icon and click on Install and Manage. Inside here, we want to go and select WordPress. Here in this application setup, you don't need to change anything. And in admin information, you're going to go and create your user information. So your login and your password, as well as your email. Now you want to go and uncheck this install with WordPress started. You don't need it, and click on install. And you can see it has been installed successfully. And now when we finally want to go and access our website, we simply need to go and click on this door icon. And it will take us to our WordPress account. Okay, so this is gonna be the inside of your website. So whenever you want to go and change something, you will do it inside here. When you want to go and actually see what your visitor is gonna see, you simply need to come inside here, hover over this icon and click on Visit Site. It will actually take you and show you your website here. Now I know this may not look very good looking, but we can change it very easily. So let's get into it. Whenever you want to go and change the look of your website, we need to go under Appearance and change the theme. So I'm gonna go and click on Add New. And we are searching for a new layout of our website. So I found this Astra theme. So I'm gonna go and search for Astra. And you should see it inside here. Now you have to go and click on Install, wait a few seconds, and then click on Activate. And you will automatically go and change the look of your website. So we can see this is our old look. And when I go and refresh this website, you can see it looks slightly different, but still it doesn't look very good, right? Well, we can change that very easily. So let me go actually back inside here, and now we want to go under plugins. And inside here, we once again want to go and click on Add New and search for something called Starter Templates. So now we can see it inside here. I'm going to go and click on Install and Activate. Now, even though nothing happened, when I go back to Appearance and hover over it, we can see that we have a new box inside the Starter Template. So I'm going to go and click on it, and we'll show you some video. We can go and skip this. Here we are selecting our page builder. Definitely go with Elementor. And here we have so many options. You can even see it inside here. your blog options. You have so many of them. And now you may be thinking, okay, but what am I looking at? Well, this is actually a hack, because if you're a complete beginner, you don't want to go and start with completely blank page and start adding stuff into it. Okay, so we can actually go and import already pre-existing website inside our website, and then just start changing images, text, and small placement like this. And this is a way better option, especially for beginners. Okay, so if you like something, you can simply come inside here and click around it. Okay, let's see about me page, let's see services page, let's see homepage, and let's say you actually really like this layout. So I'm gonna go and click on skip and continue. Here you can go and change colors or fonts, but we want to go and stay with those. I'm gonna hit once again continue. Here you don't need to fill any data. I like to go and uncheck this share non-sensitive data and click submit and build my website. Now this process usually takes around 20 seconds, so you just need to wait. What is happening is they are importing all of the images and layout onto your website so that you don't need to go and start with completely blank page. And we can see it was done in 16 seconds. So now when I go to visit our website, you can see it looks completely different. And yes, this is your website. Within just few clicks, we managed to completely change the look of this website. So when I come inside here, you can see that it's completely different and it looks very, very professional already. Now, before we start to go and change the layout inside here, we need to go and generate some blog post. Why? Well, because as you can see on this final example, a lot of what we're gonna see on our homepage are actually our blog posts. So let me actually go and show you how you can go and publish them. Whenever you want to go and create a blog post, you want to go under posts. And here we have pre-existing posts from WordPress. We can go and get rid of them. Whenever you want to go and get rid of it, you simply need to click on it and move it to trash. And it will go and create a new column. And if you want to go and delete it permanently, you can simply come inside here and click on delete permanently. But now let's actually go and create our blog post. So when we want to go and do it, simply go inside here and click on add new. And it will actually go and take you inside this editor. In here, we can actually go and create our title. So I'm going to go and post it inside here. And here we can actually go and start writing. And you can see as I'm writing, whenever I hit enter, it will go to new paragraph. And I can write like this basically forever. And if you want to go and add stuff like videos, images, links and stuff like that, you simply need to come inside this plus icon, click on add blog. And here we have 6 main components. But if you want to go and add something different, simply need to go inside here and click on browse all. And you can see the list of all options you have inside here. So you can go and start adding things like calendars, custom HTML, or even some site titles, avatars, videos, covers, and stuff like this. But because I want to go and make it easier for you, I actually find a way better way around this, okay? This is a little bit confusing, and if you want to go and write something coming inside your WordPress, under blog post, and playing around in here, it's just not a very pleasant experience. Well, what you can actually go and do is write it in something like Google Docs, okay? That's actually what I'm doing. I write all of my blog posts in Google Docs like this. I'm placing images there. I'm placing links inside there. I'm even titling it so you can see this is heading number 2 and this is heading number 1. And this is actually title. And you can see I'm doing it with the whole blog post, right? And when I go and import it, the only thing I need to do now is simply come inside here and select everything and hit Ctrl+C on my keyboard. I'm gonna go and get rid of all of those texts I have written. And because WordPress is so intelligent already, I can simply come inside here, press Ctrl+V, and you can see it automatically will go and import all of the content I have written inside here with all of the paragraph and stuff like this. Even headings are staying the same. So this is heading 1 and this is heading 2, all the paragraphs. But you may have few problems. For example, this picture is very, very big. Well, we can go and make it smaller in a few directions. If you want to go and make it smaller, you can come inside here and make it 70% of its current height and width, or even 50%. Or if you want to go and do it custom, you can simply come inside here, click on this dot, and move it around. And when you want to go and make it center align, simply click on under align and hit align center. And you can go and do it with basically everything. So you can go and make it a little bit smaller and align everything to center. So you can see I've aligned everything inside center. And now we don't want to go and publish it because we have few very important stuff we want to go and do before we actually go and publish it. So what I actually would encourage you to go and start categorize it from a get-go, okay? You are basically creating subcategories for every single blog post you want to go and create. And this would be massive help for you, especially if you are a complete beginner. Because when you are creating blog posts and blog posts and blog posts, and you are not categorizing that, it will be such a pain in you know what when you want to go and move something in it, if you want to go and display them or do anything with it. Now, because this is about book bloggers, I will actually go and make few suggestions for you. So I want to go and add few categories. So first category is gonna be authors, because obviously books have authors. And then second big category is gonna be genres, okay? And those are gonna be our parent categories. And under those categories, we're gonna have subcategories, okay? So let me actually go and show it to you to make it easier for you. So who is, for example, author of this book? Well, obviously it is J.K. Rowling. So I'm gonna go and write it inside here, but I'm gonna go and parent it to category authors. So it's gonna be under this category. And whenever I wanna go and display on my blog only author J.K. Rowling, I can simply click on the one button and it will automatically go and detect that I have chosen this category. So this is super helpful option, and I wish I started doing this from the day one, because if you are not doing something like this, you will have to go back at every single blog post changes manually, which can be so time consuming, especially if you have hundreds and hundreds of blog posts. So you definitely want to go and start doing it from the day one. And it doesn't only need to be authors or genres. You can go and make helpful tips. If you're teaching people how to write, you can go and make, for example, teaching as a category. You have so many options inside here, so it's just up to you. But you definitely want to go and create parent categories and subcategories for everything. It will make it much easier for you. So I'm going to go and click on add category. And then we actually want to go and create our feature image. So feature image is basically what's going to be shown on our blog post. So I'm going to go and click on set feature image. And let me actually come inside here and drop some images in here. So as you can see, I have all of the book covers of Harry Potter books. But many people make this mistake that they will basically go, take picture from the internet and post it directly in there. I would not suggest you to do this. You want to go and compress them, okay? Sounds very complicated, but it isn't. The only thing you need to go and do is go on to sites like tinyjpeg.com. And what this site is actually doing, as you can see it on this example, it will take your original big file image and compress it to make it smaller size without losing any clarity. Because the bigger the size of your website actually is, the higher loading speed it will be. So you will have slower website, and you definitely don't want to have this. So you can simply come inside here. You can see and upload up to 20 images. So I'm gonna go put it inside here, and you can see it's doing it automatically. It's completely for free, and it's a very good practice to start learning and having. You can see some of them have been already optimized, but some of them we are saving like 46% of size. So after this, you simply need to go and click on download all. So you can see it inside here. I already uploaded it, but you can simply come inside here and click on extract here. Yes, all. And it will actually go and extract them inside it. And when you want to go and use them, simply come back inside your WordPress, and you can actually go and upload everything at once, because you want to go and use every image inside here. And you simply need to come and choose the correct one for your feature image, which in this case is Chamber of Secrets. So I'm going to go and choose this one. I'm going to click on set as feature image, and it's being already displayed inside here. Now we can go and save it as draft, and we can go and preview our blog post after clicking inside here. Click on preview, and it doesn't look very good, because we want to go and change few settings inside here. So simply come under customize, So we want to go simply under global. Let's go under colors and let's get rid of this with green separation. So go under content background and move it to white. So it's basically the same color as your background. So you can see this is much better already. We can see the text is green for some reason. So we can go and fix it pretty easily. You can go play around. You can make it red. You can see this is for headings and this is for text itself. So we want to go and move it like this. It's going to automatically apply to every single blog post inside here. And the one thing I actually don't like is that it is too close together. The paragraphs themselves are not separated very well. Well, we can simply need to go under typography and under here where is paragraph margin bottom, we want to go and start increasing it. And as you can see, the gap is getting bigger and bigger, so I like it like around here, so that it's just easier on your eyes. And here you can go and basically change everything. So if you want to have heading 2 in different fonts, so this is your heading 2 inside here, I want to go and change it, for example, to Helvetica font. You can see it's automatically being changed. Or even you can make it much bigger, much smaller, but I don't want to go and change this. Okay, now I need to come inside here. But I actually like it like this, and you can go and do it with heading 1, 2, 3, 4, the text itself inside this body font. So you have so many options, but I think this looks really good, and it would be actually perfect for your first blog post because you want to go and start creating something like this. You can see it looks very professional. I personally like to use images. You can see people can go and leave some comments inside here, and it looks very professional. So let's actually go and take this and display it on your blog post. Okay, so now if we want to go and save those changes, we simply want to go and click on publish, and we'll automatically go and save all of the changes we have made inside here. And now if you are happy with it, you can go and simply click on publish, and it will automatically go and publish your blog post. You can actually go and set up visibility. You can go and do a lot of different stuff. And now, if you are happy, you have done all of the work, you can simply go inside here and click on this beautiful publish button to make it available to everyone around the world. This is the most rewarding time of writing blog posts. So I'm gonna go and click on publish. You can go and schedule it, for example, but I want to go and make it available as soon as possible. So I'm gonna one more time click on publish, and you can see our post is actually live. So if I copy this and paste it inside some incognito mode, you can see our blog post is actually live on the internet, and it is actually really that simple. So you can actually go and start making your own content about the books very easily. Okay, so I went back and I uploaded more posts for you. So we can see we have over a dozen of posts inside here, and I always try to go and categorize them. So you can see they are categorized. Everyone has their author, and some of them also have their genre, like romance, or for example, mystery, horror, and stuff like that. We can see a lot of J.K. Rowling. So let's actually go take those posts and display them on our websites finally. So what we want to go and do is click on visit our website. We can go and get rid of all of this. And in here, when we want to go and change it, we can simply come inside here, click on edit with Elementor. And this is our drag and drop editor. We can go and start changing or adding some stuff we want inside here. So let me actually go and start changing few stuff. Okay, I don't want to have we all love inside here. I want to have welcome to. And then I want to go and write inside here, Lucas Book Club. We can go and close our navigator for now. And now we can go and start explaining what is actually all about this Elementor. Well, it is basically split into 3 different categories: inside content, style, and advanced. Inside content, we are changing what I like to call it the essence of it all. So for example, for title, it's going to be what is written inside it. Okay, for button, it can be, for example, where it is linking to. Inside style, it is more visual, obviously. So we can go and change this, Lucas Book Club. And for example, let's put it to different color. You can go and play around with it. I want to go and keep it on white for now. And we can also go and change typography. So I already know I want to go and use font called Laura. And you can go and adjust size or even how bold it's gonna be. But I actually like it in here. On some good medium, And you can go and play around with line height or some different stuff like this. The big problem because it's somewhat squished together. So we simply need to come under last setting, which is advanced. And here we can go and play around with margin and padding. This is basically moving the content of your website around. So I want to go and lower it. So I simply need to come inside top and make it closer to 0, as you can see inside here. But we need to come inside here, make this. Then we can see this looks actually very, very good. Also, once again, I want to go and change this welcome to. I want to go and give it another font. And I'm going to actually go and show you one trick, because you can see if you are using some font like this a lot on your website, it can be pain in the you-know-what to go and always find it inside here. So we can simply come under here, click on this plus sign and create a new global font. So I'm going to go and click on my LoRa, click on create. You can go and play around with size and it will be all saved in here. And whenever you want to go and use it once again, simply come inside here and you don't need to go and find anything inside here. You simply come inside this globe icon, click on it, and you will automatically find it inside here and it will automatically apply all of those things you have saved inside here. And this can save you a lot of time. Now, if you want to go and get rid of something, for example, this, you can simply need to come, right click on it, and click on delete. The same thing gonna be with this button. We can also go and click delete on our keyboard and you will also get rid of it. But we want to go and get rid of also this background color. Well, it is one big section. What do I mean by that? Well, whenever you want to go and see what is your website made of, you simply need to come inside here and click on navigator, and it will go and show you this weird looking thing, but it's actually very, very easy. You can see our website is split into sections. You can see this whole blue rectangle is one section. And you can also see this eye. So if I gotta go and click on it, it will actually make it invisible. So you can see that, for example, this section is all of this inside this blue box. And when I'm gonna go and click on this eye, it's gonna actually go and disable it. You can also come inside here, and when I enable it, you can go and click on delete and it will get rid of it for you. You can also go and start moving it around, so you can go and make this as your last section or even the first one. And it's very, very simple. So now when we have selected the whole section, we need to come under styles and you can see this image inside it. I want to go and change it, so I'm going to go click on it. And because I already uploaded all of my images for my library inside here that I'm going to use, I'm going to go and click on my image and click on insert image. And you can see this starts to look very, very good. But I want to go and make few changes. Okay, I want to go and get custom position. This looks very good, but when I come inside here, you can see I want to go and make those book a little higher. So I'm going to come back and you can go and play around with X position, but also in this case with your Y position. So I want to go and make it like this, for example, and I think it can actually go even higher like this, and this starts to look very good. But you can see the white, it's kind of fighting with the picture itself, so I want to go and make it a little more black. So what I want to go and do inside here is go under background overlay, click under black and increase the opacity inside here. And I want to go and increase it to, for example, let's say 49. That looks very good. And now when I hit on update, and I want to go and see my website, so I simply need to come inside this eye icon and click on preview changes. You're going to be able to see that our website looks completely different and it starts to look very, very good. Okay, so let's go back and let's actually change new stuff. Now we don't need to go and be constrained with what is already inside here. We can go and create our own section by clicking on this plus icon and clicking on adding new section. I'm gonna go and add one big section inside here. And inside that section, I want to go and divide it into the paragraph. As you can see on this end result, it's going to be our blog post and our sidebar. So I simply need to come inside those 9 rectangles and click on this inner section. This will split it into 2 sides. Now you can actually go and adjust the movement, so you can go and make it small on one side or bigger on the other side. And if you want to have precise measurements, so for example, in this case, I want to have this to be 31%. So this is going to be our sidebar. And we can see it is inside here. Now I want to go and stretch this a little bit. So what we need to go and do is click on this, and you can see whenever I go and, for example, put image inside here, it is not covering the whole page. And I would like to go and change it. So I simply need to go, click on this section, and you can see when you have this width, you can go and start increasing it from very, very small to very, very big. Now what I like to do with the book blocks, I would go for 1350, and this is generally my recommendation. So now I want to go and start adding few stuff. Okay, so I want to go and add a heading. I want to go and add some divider, and I want to go and get some text editor, which is basic text, and start importing some stuff inside it. So this is gonna be our place where we display our romance literature, and I want to go and adjust, for example, width of this. This I want to make it a little smaller. Come inside here, make this center aligned. Once again, come under typography. This is my Laura font, and I want to make this a little thicker. So I'm gonna go increase it. Once again, make it center aligned so that it matches very well. Here I want to go and give small description of our romance literature inside here. So I go back under typography, and now I want to go and use a different font called Railway. I want to go and make it, I can go and keep it like this. So I once again want to go and name it so that I don't need to go and find it every single time. And inside here, I want to go and add my blog post. But here is the problem. When I search for post inside here, you can see it is paid, and we would have to go and pay a lot of money for this. Well, I actually find solution for this, that it's completely for free. So let's take a look at it. We need to go and click on update, and come back to our WordPress dashboard inside here. And here we need to go under plugins, click on add new, and search for something called unlimited elements. And those are your elements for Elementor. I'm gonna go and click on install now, click on activate, and this will give us additional features that are not available for free in basic WordPress version. So here you want to go and click on skip. You have all of those options inside here, but we need only few. So go under post widgets, and here you can go and find those free. This is everything we're gonna go and need to do. So you can go and download basically all of them, but we are gonna be mainly dealing with post blocks and also post lists. So now when I come back, I reload this, and now I'm gonna go and search for post. You can see we have way more options inside here, and they all have this UE logo in top right corner so that we know that we have just downloaded it. Now let's actually start with post block. So we're gonna go grab it and paste it inside here, and you can see it's starting to resemble our end result, but this is kind of ugly. Okay, so let's actually change it. So inside here we have few settings. For example, grid gap. You can see how close are those blog posts next to each other. I'm gonna go and put it on, let's say 10. Here we have a number of items in one row, so if you want to have 4 things inside here, we can go and play around with it. But because of this size, we're gonna only have 3, because that looks best in my opinion. But you can also go play around with it, have 2 or even 1 big blog post. But for now, 3 is decent. And also very important inside here is number of characters in intro, which is gonna be inside this section. So I want to go and put it on 250 is for me personally the best. And now we can go and skip these things. For example, layout, this is actually what we are showing. So if we don't want to go show image and have only text, we can go and play around with it inside here. We don't want to have a button like this, so we can simply come inside here and get rid of this button. But now here is where the magic happens. We want to go under post query, and here we can go and start including by terms, and you can see those are all of our categories we have created. And this is why it is so crucial for you to categorize from the day one. So you can see we have all of the authors inside here and all of the genres. So because this is romance literature, I want to go and show it inside here. I don't need to go and pick it one by one. I simply want to go, click on romance. It will automatically show all of our romance literature inside here. It is really, really that simple. And in here, I only have 4 blog posts around it, so I don't want to go and display it. So I simply come inside here and click on maximum amount of posts and click on 3, which is basically what we want inside here. But let's actually change the look of it because this looks very, very ugly, okay? So whenever we want to go and change the look of something, we need to come under styles. And inside here, we can go and start changing few stuff. Now, if you want to, you can go and play around, create your own look, or you can simply go and copy mine. I will be more than happy to provide it for you. So inside here, box border color, you can see is the border color inside it. I don't want to have it in there, so I'm going to go and put it on white. And you can also go and put it on transparent with this lower part. You are lowering opacity, so it will be always visible basically, okay? Here we don't need to go and play around with anything, but we want to go and play with content inside here. And you can see whenever I'm moving one thing, everything is moving at the same time. But what if you want to go and change only one thing? Well, you simply need to come inside here and unlink those values. And you can see now I can go and push it to the right a little bit and move the content slightly in the direction. Now let's go under image and let's increase it a little bit because this is book covers. I want to go and have it tall so that it's nicely and visible. 490 should be just about right. So I'm gonna go increase it like this. And this starts to look very, very good. But we can see this is a little bit too crowded. So I want to come inside here and increase the width to 1350, and now this looks very, very good. So once again, we want to go and finish editing this. So come inside here and you can go and edit all the stuff. Category, we are not displaying it, so we don't have to worry about it. Title, we simply need to come inside here. I'm using Laura for our title. I don't want to go and make it that big, so I'm gonna go and lower it. Also, I don't want to have it that bold, so I'm gonna go and put it on something like 23, and also have it like this. Put letter spacing to, let's say, 0, and this honestly looks very, very good, so I can go and keep it like it is. And inside here you can go and play around with title spacing, so move it a little bit. Let's put it on 10, for example. And also very cool thing inside here, we can go and adjust hover color, so whenever I hover over it, you can see it slightly changes color so that it's very interactive and it's basically showing people that it is linked and they can click on it, which is once again something very, very easy that's gonna go and take your website to another level. Also inside here, I will meta description, we are not displaying it, so we don't need to worry about it. And text itself is what is shown inside here. So I want to go and click on my text, and I actually like how it looks, so I can keep it in here. And also we can go and play around with, for example, color of our button. So I want to go and make our button this color, for example. And also let's make it very, very pretty and make hover color slightly darker side, so when people hover over it, they will see the difference. And I also want to go inside here and adjust stuff like, for example, button spacing to make it a little closer. Let's put it on 14, let's say. And also I would like to go and adjust the border radius a little bit. Let's put it on something small like 7. And now I think this looks very, very good, so we can go and update and save all of our changes. And I know what all of you are already thinking right now. Well, this seems like so much hard work, but I have surprise for you because this is gonna be super, super simple. But before that, we want to go and adjust a few things inside here. So let's make it a little closer together. So I will go under appearances, unlink those values and make it a little closer inside here as well. And just make this a little closer inside here. And I want to come under those posts and make them a little inside here. And then come to this heading And I want to go and make it a little more separation from the top. So when I come inside here, it is not too crowded in here. And I will actually come back inside here and make this a little bigger. So now we have to go back and adjust this picture, which is not that big of a problem. We simply need to come inside here. And let's increase it a little bit. This should be enough. And this looks very good. I just want to go and make it a little bigger. And now when people start scrolling, they're gonna see it inside. But here's the surprise, okay? We don't need to go and recreate everything inside here once again, okay? This is the beauty about using this method. We simply need to come under navigation inside here. I'm gonna bring it on this side. And I'm gonna go and collapse all of these things inside here. And we have it in here. So this is our selection. I'm gonna click on it. We have this column, which is separating into two parts. And under this column, we can see all of this stuff. So this is our heading, divider, text editor, and post blocks. Now what I want to go and do is create copy from everything. Okay, so you can go and hit Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V, or you can simply come inside here and click on duplicate, or hit Ctrl+D on your keyboard. Now we can see we have doubled everything inside. So now simply go and grab it and move it back inside here. So once again, heading, divider, text editor, and post blocks. And we can see we have basically doubled it inside here. And the beautiful part is, because we've already done all of the fonts, all of the heights and stuff like that, we don't need to go and redo it. We can simply come inside here and replace text, and it will do it for us. So let's make this our horror section, okay? So let's place it. And here is the beautiful part. We don't need to do anything inside here, okay? We simply need to go under here, under content, click on post query, and replace romance with our horror genre. And it's done. It is actually done. We have displayed another blog post very easily, okay? And we can go and do this how many times we want. So once again, I need to go under navigation, and I want to go and do this few more times. So I'm gonna go and start clicking Ctrl+D, Ctrl+D. So make 2 more copies of everything. And we can see it inside here with our romance, horror, and horror, and horror. So let's actually go and exchange this. So let's say inside here we don't want to have horror literature, we want to have only Harry Potter books. Well, let me actually go and exchange this really fast. And we can go and change it simply inside this post query, get rid of those horror, and we can go and place it J.K. Rowling literature or Harry Potter. And we can even go and play around with how it is displayed. You can see I have been writing them from the first book to last, but if you want to go and display it in a different way, you can go and play around with it. So click on order by, and you can go, for example, randomize it. So we can see we have all of the different stuff. So you can go and do it in decreasing order or even ascending order inside here. And if you want to go and select multiple inside here, for example, you simply need to come inside here and show all of the 8 books. And you can see I forgot to put one feature image inside here, so I will need to go and change it in here. But we can go and display everything inside here. But just to make it clear, I want to go and show it 3 only inside here. And inside here we can go and replace this horror literature for something different. I don't need to go and change text now, just simply come inside here. And once again you can go and very easy, this simply come inside here and display your books in this perfect way. And now when you hit update and preview changes, you're gonna be able to see this beautiful looking website, and your blog posts, whenever you publish them, they will automatically go and be updated inside it. And this is the most perfect part about it. So if you set it up very well from the day one, you start making categories, you're gonna go and display it in this way, it will be super easy for you, okay? So now let's actually go and create our sidebar, because there's a lot of empty space in here. Okay, so for sidebar, I decided to go for image of myself as an author. Then I want to go and put up heading, which is gonna be my name. Then I want to have some divider. Then I want to go for example, let's say text. And then once again, I want to go for title. And last but not least, I'm looking for another type of post, but not post blocks as we used inside here, but something called post list, and place it inside here. So let's go take this and turn it into this. And it's actually very, very simple. To go and choose my image, I've already uploaded myself inside here. So I'm gonna go and upload myself in here. You can see me, but I want to go and make it a circle. I don't want to go and have it as a square because I actually don't like it. So you can simply come inside here, advanced, click on mask, and create a mask. You can go and play around. For example, you can even be triangle if you like to, but I want to go inside circle, and this looks way better in my opinion. Now we're gonna go and create my name. So I'm gonna go, obviously, Lucanos, typography. I want to go and use Laura font. I'm gonna make it align to center. This is basically some kind of divider, so I want to go make it a little thicker. I want to make it shorter. Once again, align it to center. Make it like this. That is good. Then it is good practice to introduce yourself. So here is some introduction about me. Now I want to go and make this a little closer. So I'm gonna bring this a little closer, and also the bottom part a little closer to me. But now I have a different problem. I think this text it's too wide. I want to go and make it a little more condensed, I would call it, okay? So I simply need to come inside this text editor, and now I don't want to go and play around with margin, but actually with padding. So I'm gonna go inside here and start increasing the right side, so it's moving it to right. So let's put it on 35, and I also gonna go and move it from the left part. So I'm gonna go and start increasing the left part. You can see how I am able to go and move all of this text very, very easily just by clicking on a few buttons. So we can come inside here, under style, typography, make it my font, make it maybe a little shorter, make it a little like this. I don't need it to be that big actually. So this looks very good. And now you can go and, for example, we'll create a different category inside here. You want to go and display. I'm going to go and call it latest post. And let's actually go and make this look pretty. So I want to come inside here and start changing a few stuff. For example, number of characters inside here. I'm going to put it on 125. That's basically everything we need to come in and do inside here. Layout, we don't need to play around with it. Additional data, you can go and show it, but I actually don't like to do it. So I'm not gonna go and show anything. Widgets, we don't need to. Here we don't need to change anything. So let's go back to our post query. Okay, I don't have anything to display. You can go and basically do it in descending order, but what I would actually go and like to do is basically go and randomize it, so there's always something different inside here. And let's say I don't want to go and show this specific blog post because I've obviously forgot to put our feature image. So we can go back to post, edit it or add it in there. Or if you want to go and exclude one specific post, so you can come inside here, exclude by, click on specific post. And this has been Harry Potter. And you can see it's already writing all the stuff for us, but we want to go and get rid of Deathly Hallows. So I'm going to go click on it and we will exclude it from ever showing inside here. So now this looks pretty good. I'm going to go and leave it on 10 and let's actually go and once again make it look very, very pretty. So now once again, background color, just go move it to white. It's the best looking option by far. Here inside item padding, I want to go and adjust it a little bit. I'm gonna go and make it a little more separation from top between us, and they are not that squeezed together. Then after that we can go and move to content. Once again, you can simply go and copy all of the stuff I'm putting inside here, or you can go and play around with it on your own. You can see I'm actually increasing the space between picture and text. I'm gonna go and put it on 6. That's very good. Here, image also very, very important. You want to go and make it a little wider, not too wide, but definitely you want to go and make it bigger inside here. I'm going to go and put it on 162, and you can see it looks like a small book, which is awesome. That's exactly what we are looking for. This starts to look very, very good. So once again, we can go, we are not displaying category, so we don't need to worry about it. title. Once again, I'm gonna go for Laura, but make it much smaller. Well, I don't know why this left spacing I've put like this, but whatever. And then where I want to go and make it very thin, fairly thin, maybe even little smaller, and also decrease line height to 0 basically. Then we want to go and play around with our additional data. We don't have any text. This is the main text shown inside here, so I want to go and put it on my font, and maybe if it's, and put it like this. I think this looks pretty decent, and this is basically everything we need to do. You can go and play around with it yourself. Once again, I want to go and move it from the left side, so simply select it, go inside padding, because we are moving it inside, not the box itself. And let's actually increase it a little bit like this. Let's put it on 10. It's a nice number. Now I actually really like it, so I can go and hit update. It will go and save all of our changes. Click on preview. And you can see this is our homepage of our book. We have our image inside here. We can welcome to our book club. We can see our picture. We have some small description of ourselves. We are displaying all of our blog posts inside here. We have this cool looking sidebar in here, and we can go and make it basically invisible. You can even go and increase it inside here, so you can see this is only displaying 10 articles. So I'm gonna go under post query, and under here you can go and, for example, put it on 3, so it will only display 3, or you can even go and put it to some ridiculous number like 20, and it will actually go and show basically all of the books you have made reviews for, or how many you have. So I'm gonna go put it on 15. This seems like a very nice number, and I put it on randomize. So now you can see I hit update, and we can see those books when I'm gonna go and review it on this side, always gonna go and be in different order, which once again it gives you this feeling that your blog is actually live, and whenever a visitor is gonna come inside here, they will go and see it updated. It's starting moving. It looks very good, and it will go and promote all of your blog posts inside here. Now the one thing you may have noticed is that you cannot go and edit your header or your footer inside your Elementor inside here. You can see I'm clicking, but nothing is happening. Well, you can simply come inside your WordPress dashboard and hit on customize. And inside here you can go and very easily go and edit your header and footer. You just need to go, click on it, and it will go and appear. So for example, let's click on this button. I want to go and get rid of it. Let's for example change logo. So come inside here. I'm gonna go click on change logo. Put this is my logo, but select it. We don't need to crop image, and you can see it's a very small, so I'm gonna go make it a little bigger. And you can see how easy it was. Let's also edit our footer of our website. Simply come inside here, click on it. I actually want to leave it like it is, so I'm gonna go get rid of this image. I'm gonna go upload my logo inside here. Okay, this is also good height. Let's also change this copyright, so let's call it Luca knows. Or if you don't actually like it, you can even go and get rid of it. And this is how simple it actually was. So now if you want to go and for example add a different pages inside here, you can do it very easily. You can click on configure menu, edit menu, and you can even go and start adding items. So you can for example come inside here and add new item, and you can go and even create new items. So for example, let's display Harry Potter, and you can see it inside here. You can even go and move it like this, and you can do it with all of the genre. So let's say we want to go and create horror as our genre. I'm gonna go click on add, and you can even go now and create a subsection. So I'm gonna go and create Stephen King, and now when I come back inside here, you can see there is too many stuff for my liking. So we can actually come inside here, click on configure menu, edit menu, and we can for example start creating once again subsection. So Stephen King, because he is more horror writer, I'm gonna go put it under it, and now you can see whenever you hover over horror, it will actually go and display Stephen King, and you can display how many writers or genres or whatever you like inside here. And let's say you don't want to have your services. So simply come inside here and click on remove. You can go leave contact, but I actually don't think it's necessary for blog. I would go and put homepage to complete beginning inside it. So simply go grab it and move it up like this. So we can go move homepage inside here. We can even go and move about us page, and you can go and create how many pages you would like inside here and click on publish. And what you want to go and do with this page is super simple. So let's actually go and check our Harry Potter page. It's gonna be clear page, as you can see. So, and you can see that we don't have edit with Elementor inside here, right? Well, you simply need to come inside here, click on edit page, and here click on edit with Elementor, and it will take you to your already familiar Elementor inside here. So we can see we can go and start adding all of the stuff inside here. Now I'm gonna go and show you very cool trick, okay? Let's say we wanna go and put this section inside here, but only with Harry Potter stuff. And I don't wanna go and copy and move everything inside. Well, there's also a better way. We can simply come inside here, click on this section itself, and click on save as template. You can go and call it however you like. My book blog is gonna be just fine. I'm gonna go and click on save. You can see it's being saved inside here. Now I simply come inside here and I'm gonna go get rid of this. And here we don't want to go and click on this plus icon, but we want to go under add template, click on my templates, and it will load up your template. So I'm gonna go and hit insert, click apply, and you can see it has been posted inside here automatically for us. And now the only thing we need to go and do is simply come inside here and start deleting some stuff we don't like. So for example, horror, we don't need it inside here. Detective mystery, once again, we don't need it inside here. And here we have only our Harry Potter part, but because this is dedicated page only for Harry Potter, I don't want to go and display only 3, I want to go and display everything inside here. So I'm gonna go and put this on the highest number possible. You can go and put it on 155 and it will make sure it is actually displaying what is going on. It is actually displaying everything. So come inside here under post query and put it on some big number like 15, let's say. And now you can see it is actually displaying all of our Harry Potter posts inside here, which is super cool and super easy. And whenever you would go and put up some new release, some new book, some review, some of your tips and tricks, some of your experiences while reading it, you can go simply categorize it as Harry Potter and it will automatically go and show it inside here. So whenever we come back inside here, go to our homepage, you can see this is our page, and now we can go to Harry Potter and actually see it inside here. This is super cool. And you can go and do it with every single page like this. It is really that simple. So now let me actually go and show you one cool tip, because we can see our website have this WordPress logo in here, but I want to go and change it. So simply come under site identity, click on select icon, select this, click select, and I want to go and crop it a little bit inside here so you can see it on this preview how it's actually gonna go and look. I decided to go for simple icon of book because I think it looks very good. Now I'm gonna go and click on crop, and you can see the preview inside here. I'm gonna go and click on publish, and now when I come back to my website, I'm gonna go preview my website. And you can see it has this beautiful book icon inside here and it looks so professional. But let's move it to another dimension. You can see this my WordPress. We don't want to have this inside, okay? You simply need to come under settings and change this site title in here. And you can see whenever I hover over my website, it's actually going to go and show it in there as well. So I basically want to go and change this to something that's going to be recognizable for my viewers, okay? I'm gonna go and change this tagline to best book blog, and I want to go and click on save changes. And you can see now it is showing only my WordPress, but when I'm gonna go and click on save changes, I'm gonna go inside here, click on reload, and you can see it's showing exactly what I want. Look as a book club, and when I hover over it, it's actually also showing our catchphrase, best book blog. And you can also go and leave this completely blank if you would like to, or not include anything. Okay, so my camera haven't been working for some time, but let's actually go and make completely last finishes. Let's get rid of all of this pre-existing stuff inside here. Let's click on update. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you our final result. We have created this within no time, basically. Many of you may be saying, oh, I cannot go and create my book blog. It is super simple, believe me. So we can see we have created our own blog. Look how good it looks. We have our own icon, we have our own text inside here, our logo, our navigation bar inside here, our own text, images, automatically updated blog post inside. We have our sidebar. We have so many features inside here. And we can even go, for example, to Harry Potter page. And we can go and absolutely create it however we like it in here. It's been super simple, but here is the biggest advice you definitely want to go and hear. Whenever you are creating something like your own website, the one thing you want to go and take is an action, okay? Many people will go and wait and watch hundreds and hundreds of videos. You will not learn anything, okay? If you really want to go and create your own book blog, you want to go rewind this video and follow it step by step. And you will end up within one day with professional looking blog as well. It is super easy. So, if you want to have one advice, once again, go and take an action, because this can definitely change your life. But if you don't want to go and take an action and you don't want to go and create your blog, I hope you also have a nice day. You can go watch another video. This is everything from me. Have a nice day and goodbye.